Hello, beautiful people. My name is Randy, international keynote speaker, Houston real estate advisor, and author of 4 books. And today I'm coming to you to talk about real estate and making good decisions. The reason why I believe this is so important is because I've seen time and time again where it seems like people are questioning whether it is a good time to move forward with their purchase or to look to sell their home. I am not saying that it is a bad thing to question whether if the timing is right for you. Yet I would say assess where it is that you are currently at and do not allow the outside opinion of other people to cloud your judgment. The thing is, right, when you make a decision to sell or buy a home, you are making a decision for the livelihood of yourself, more than likely the livelihood of your family, and you're assessing if this is something that I need to move forward with or not. I remember when I was in the process of purchasing a home, I had assessed, where it was that we were currently living, how long do we plan on staying there for, and I was like, honestly, it makes more sense to move forward with this purchase. It makes more sense to complete this purchase, go forward with it, no matter what it is that we have to face along the way, and get it done. See, the thing is, right? There's this there's this thing happening in society where people are saying, "Oh, it's cheaper to rent or it's better to rent." And I think sometimes that's not telling the whole story. While, of course, there are benefits to renting where you don't have to necessarily worry about maintenance because you can just call the landlord and the landlord will send someone to fix whatever issue you're having. You, of course, can just, get up and move every single year because you're like, oh, I won't be here long, or oh, when my lease is over, I can just leave, or I'm not necessarily tied down to this place. I just pay the reletting fee or pay 2 times the monthly rent and I can get out of this lease. Yet, then the cons people talk about when looking to purchase are, oh, I'm solely responsible for all these things, or I'm not able to get up and leave. And that's not entirely true. It is true that you're going to have to cover what expenses are happening. But I mean, if you pay someone to fix it, you're responsible for the financial costs. Someone else is responsible for making sure the maintenance gets, of course, completed, and you're responsible as well. Yet, I don't see that as a bad thing. I feel like in life you're going to become more responsible for things. I don't know why we would see that as a negative thing. On top of that, too, when people say, "Oh, if you buy a home, you're stuck," no, you're not stuck. If you say that, "Hey, I'm going to put half of my home on Airbnb," or if you say, "Hey, I'm going to rent out the whole home," and then because of the way that you bought it, someone's now responsible for the mortgage. Also, as long as you cover the mortgage, you can live wherever it is that you want to live. You can still travel, just make sure the mortgage is paid. You can it's okay. You're not stuck there. The same is true for the lease that you have. If you don't pay the lease, they're just gonna send it to collections. So you're still responsible for it, just in a different capacity. At least with the mortgage, you know that you're gaining some level of principal. Then every single time you log into your portal, you can check it and say, "Oh, okay, this is how much of a loan balance I owe. This is how much I of my home I actually owe or I own." I think that's powerful. I think that's powerful. I get it too, right? The thoughts of, oh, wow, you'll never truly own the home. If we think about everything that we have in life, do we truly own anything? Something to think about. The thing is, real estate is such a powerful asset. And I think when we're not thinking about the whole entire picture, we are limiting our capacity. We are limiting our potential. We are limiting the opportunity that we see people on a daily basis are taking. If you pay attention to what some of these larger corporations that have the millions and billions of dollars are doing, they are purchasing real estate in some capacity. I want you to understand what is happening within society right now. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is the truth. That you think that the wealth gap is just happening just because it's not. If you think about it, the people who purchased real estate in 2008, 2010, 2012, look at how much equity they have in their home. And then you tell me if buying a home makes sense or not. Where all they did for some people was just stay in the home long enough to either pay off the mortgage or stay in the home long enough to where they may see a 50%, 100% returns because they stayed in the home long enough for the appreciation to reach a point where even if they sold it, paid off their money to the bank, they still would make money. We're talking about over a six-figure exit. We're talking about people making over $100,000 off the sale of their home. Now, of course, I know that homes are not 120,000, 150,000, yet there's still decent homes out here for less than $250,000. And now, of course, I'm biased. I live in Texas. Yet, I want you to really understand that there are opportunities out here. And if we do not maximize it, if we do not take advantage of what is happening within society right now, it's just going to be history repeating itself in 10 years from now saying, oh my gosh, I should have, I could have, and I didn't. Yet I did not. So I challenge you to look at your situation and say, are you in a position to purchase? And if you are in a position to purchase some real estate, I suggest you do it. If you are in a position where you need to sell your home before making that next purchase, I suggest you do it based off of your finances, based off of the location in which you're going to, and third, thinking about how it affects your family. Yet, I'll tell you one thing, taking no action also is costly. Taking no action also puts you in a situation where you may be liable for something you did not want to be liable for in the first place. So please assess your situation, assess your finances, and ask yourself if making that decision makes sense. And if it doesn't, it's okay. Move forward. It's okay. If it doesn't make sense for you to move, don't move. Don't move. If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. Yet if it does, consider it. That is all. I hope that this video was valuable. Please, if there's anything that I can do for you, please feel free to reach out. Until next time.